Hi, I would like to invite you to watch the whole process to how I built the Wielkopolski hive. The hive has all necessary parts, starting with the elevated hive stand, the bottom boards, the bottom over top boards as pollen collector, to deep hive bodies, inner cover with vent and the outer cover roof. Here you can see the process of cutting the planks. I built a simple template to quickly cut the planks to size. The outer and inner hive planks is made from the paneled boards. As the dimension of the outer and inner planks are different, I needed two length scales of cutting. Once all the building material was collected, I could start building the bodies. The base of each body is two 10 mm thick frames. The inner wall of the body is clad with the board that is slightly shorter in order to maintain a rim of hanging the frames in the hive. This rim is 13 mm thick. A bar of this width is used as a ruler to align the boards and maintain the dimensions. The hive will be used in a light climate, so the insulation I decided to use is 10 mm thick. In order to use thicker insulation, it is necessary to use the approximately sized slat for the frame. The insulation will be styrofoam. This kind of design makes the hive relatively easy to make. The frames need to be made extremely accurately because they must fit together perfectly when putting the bodies on top of each other. In fact, I may say that the bottom frame should be slightly larger than the top one, by about 5 mm all the way around, so that there is a more tolerance for the fit and you are protected in case of wood swells during the humidity. I used paneling boards that were milled on one side to prevent them from bending. This solution has its disadvantages as the joints create gaps which I then filled with putty. And now you can see the finished body. From the top you can see the sticking out frame which overlaps with the gap from the bottom of the body where the frame is pushed inwards. For two hives I made 4 large bodies and 2 extensions half the size. Now you can see how the hive was made. An elevated hive stand, the bottom board, the bottom overboard as pollen collector, 2 deep hive bodies, proper size, inner cover with vent, and outer cover, roof. The hive has a few more elements that you can't see, such as a pollen netting, the fence grid, the bottom and the net curtains, and feeders or drinkers. At the end you can see the sketch with the dimensioning on which this hive was based. This is what the bottom box and bottom overboard looks like. It has flaps at the back for attaching screens, separator and net. The pollen trap is just under construction, while the fence grid of collecting pollen can be seen, and there will be 2 more of these flat panels on the sides. The holes in the panels are 7 mm in diameter. The bees will squeeze through, leaving pollen on the net below. Several larger holes are drilled in the panels for drones. The bottom and overlay are separate, so you can pull it off when you don't need it. Everything will still fit. The stand is made in such a clever way that its upper plank is cut to the size of the hole in the bottom board. This ensures that the structures sit stable and will not move without being lifted. At the front of the hive is an entrance with the landing. An extra board is fitted to the entrance, which can be adjusted in 2 ways. The smallest opening for winter, medium for moderate weather, and completely without board for summer. And now you can see completed hive after 2 years usage. And that's it. May the video be helpful. Have a successful honeymoon season.